Watching me on Pornhub, Siberia, Paris transit. I like Kazakhstan. I like Maria and Juan. Do you like my pretty pussy? Direct Instagram. Oh, my friend, come to Russia for weekend. Oh, my friend, narcotic, don't forget. Join me in Kamazan race. LSD Sputnik to space. If you like romantic games, I'm sitting on your face.
Yo, what's up, humans? It's D Tacos and George Coolidge here, back again. Artemi's bread basket, day 17. Missing Artemi. I miss him every minute of every day. I heard he's skating, which is good. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. It's March 4th, 2021. My life partner George's birthday week. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Listen, where is he skating?
I don't know, but don't they have a training facility in like Westchester?
I don't know where it is now. I think it's probably like close to Westchester. I remember back in the day it used to be Rye, like Rye Playland. They used
Maybe
to
it's still there. I don't know.
I don't think it's no.
They
I don't
moved
think
it?
they moved it. Yeah, they got like some sick new facility. But skating, where did you see that?
David Quinn had said that to the reporters,
Oh, really?
and he said he should be coming back soon. That's what he said to the reporters.
Like, they got him. The status has changed to day to day. That's what I saw, and it got me kind of a little bit like it got me happy. I like the fact that if you're saying he's skating, that means he didn't really leave. He didn't leave the Rangers circle. He's still in the fold. He didn't go to Russia to.
I don't know what he. I mean, dude, we can get into this, but like, I told you on the text, I'm like, I don't understand, like, if all this turns out to be is just like a fake story or a bullshit story, like, did he even really need to take the leave of absence? Like, I understand it's deeper than just like a bad story about you, but like,
he's such a pure soul that any like he was like I think he just came out of left field. Obviously, if it's not true, which is what we're all hoping, and what he's saying is not true. If something like that was, if it was blasted all over media, all over the internet, your family and friends are calling you, texting you what's going on, I guess I could see a couple of days, like a week or two off. And this is what, week 3 now?
Yeah. I mean, it's week 3. I mean, we did say it was going to be a few weeks. I said 2 weeks. So, but maybe I get it. Like, you're worried about your family and stuff. Okay. Like, get a PJ. You're rich. Get him on the plane and get him over here. I mean, what are you going to do? Like, sit down and negotiate with the Russian fucking FSB and make sure, like, they don't come after you? Like, I don't understand how it works. It doesn't work like that. It's not that simple.
Right. Well, like, the Rangers now, they're playing without Panarin and basically without Mika. And now in the last 3 games, they got 2 games where they scored 6 goals a game. It's
crazy.
It's crazy. It's like that
every game.
But then they play a game like on Sunday where it's like they don't know how to set up offensive zone pressure. They can't, I mean?
Coming back to this game where they won and like looked good at the last period and a half, they looked really good. That first period and a half, they looked absolutely horrific. Like, they looked like garbage.
The game started off, and I was like, "Oh, we're in for one."
Yeah, I was about to text you. I know I'm not going to watch this whole game. I know.
I was going to text you. We're not doing a show tonight. I was going to say, this is how it's going to go. I'm not watching this. I'm not subjecting myself to this to watch the Devils beat us up after what. And since when is Hughes? Like, Hughes all of a sudden is a Ranger killer.
He's good,
he just lights us up.
He's taken a huge leap from last year.
Incredible, dude.
He's a legit NHLer, bro. And like, every day more and more that like he plays aggressively.
He's so quick. He's so quick. He's so agile.
He's Nico Hischier, and it's like Nico Hischier's made of glass. Like, the guy can't stay healthy,
which is a shame.
Yeah, and they gave him a 7-year, $7 million per year deal. Named him captain.
Captain.
I don't know if. I mean, I guess because he's like the longest tenured they have. Like, he's a guy who's there locked up. Everybody else really isn't locked up. Like Paul.
Yeah, he was the beginning. He was the beginning of their rebuild.
Yeah,
right? He was.
Yeah, and he's not bad when he plays, but he's not like. I guarantee you, Hughes is going to end up being a better player.
Hughes' ceiling is much higher for sure. Yeah, I think
for sure
ceiling is much higher, and I mean, we don't know if Hughes is going to be durable, but it seems like he sure isn't. Right? Like, he's like you said, he's Mr. Glass.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I mean,
it's a shame.
This game, I mean, I wrote my usual crazy notes down. What do you think? What do you think about the first period? What are your takeaways and rundown of it?
First period was trash again.
Dude, it was very bad.
What I don't like, I don't like that we go through these games where for a half a game, 2 periods, we cannot like establish. I don't want to like shit on a game where we win 6-1.
Sure.
I don't want to be that guy because like obviously there were so many positives to take away from the game tonight, but from the last game, not the last game, we won the last game, but Sunday night, I mean, Sunday, the matinee, whatever it was, they played trash. They won the last game they played, but they got outplayed by the Sabres, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was bad.
They got outplayed.
They won it, but it was just a shit game.
Right. And then you start off the game tonight against the Devils, who, they've lost. They're like on a losing streak. They lost the last 7 or 8 like home games or something. They said they haven't.
I think it's 4 in a row. I don't know about the home game streak, but you got
to start off better than that. Like, and it didn't last. It wasn't like a 1 or 2 minute thing. The first couple of shifts they didn't have their legs. It was the whole period, dude. I was like, and not the whole period and a half. Actually,
they look like shit.
Right,
they look like shit. I basically wrote Palmieri made a nice move. So I wrote Palmieri is skilled. I wrote I like him only because he's a free agent next year. Like maybe the Rangers. Igor stepping up. Got screwed over from that trash rebound goal that hit off the boards.
Yeah.
Fucking win, fucking draws. That's what I wrote. Igor with 3 hearts.
Did you see that? Did you hear that stat that they said about the faceoffs?
Yeah, they're both shitty teams.
Rangers and Devils are like 30 and 31 in the league.
I wrote that too. I'm like, I'm shocked that the Devils are fucking at tail end of the league too, because they have like a ton of centers.
Right, they're centers. They have center depth. Right.
Oh my god, bro, they have so many fucking centers. Like it's crazy.
Right, you think that they'd be better at it, but they're young. I mean, can we talk about that first goal? That first goal was beautiful.
The first, not the
Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Fox started off with a gore. I mean, the kid's amazing. Like you can't talk. You can't say he doesn't do anything wrong. Like what does he do wrong?
Yeah, he's playing like a guy in his prime. He's 23.
He snapped it out of the defensive zone and he started that little tic-tac-toe play. And Kreider buried it, which Kreider has been.
Kreider's kicking it. I wrote Kreider's looking like Ovechkin in 07-08. Like Ovechkin had 65 goals.
That would be amazing if that happened. But I mean, like he's third in the league right now, right?
Yeah.
He's third behind who? Like what's his name? Matthews and is it Matthews and Ovi?
No, not Ovi. Ovi only has 7 goals. Only. I mean, I wish Mika had 7 goals. Ovi's I think McDavid.
Oh, McDavid.
Yeah.
Probably McDavid, yeah.
I wrote Kreider keep fucking shooting. Igor is saving our dicks. I like Miles Wood. Devils are a bit heavy. They are a bit heavy. They have some guys who fucking skate hard and true.
That
and then I wrote thank you, Igor, to finish out the first.
When he was crossing across the net, that wasn't deliberate, right? That was an accident. That was
McLeod.
Yeah.
When they tripped up. It didn't look like a real deal trip, like he meant it, but I don't know.
Kreider with the two hat tricks in like a span of in a span of like 5 days or something.
I think it's 4 games. No, 3 games.
It's
crazy.
When did he
get the other one? Was it versus Bruin?
He's always been like streaky, right? His whole career he's been pretty streaky. Like he'll go games where you don't talk about him.
Right.
Like
listen, let's be honest. Before 2 weeks ago, he was kind of fucking not available. Like he's kind of gone.
He's third in the league, but he's scoring in major bunches, right? He's got 2 hat tricks. But he's coming, like he's doing what he has to do. He's like leading the team. He's leading by example. There's no Panarin. Mika's still a ghost, and you got a bunch of kids. And Kreider's making his contract look really good right now.
You need someone to step up for sure. I mean, you saw like all over Ranger Twitter today, like Kreider for captain and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, we said at the beginning when we started this, we said it was either Kreider or Mika, and now it's crazy. You have 2 ends of the spectrum. You got Mika, that
the thing with Mika. I mean,
he looks so uncomfortable with the puck.
I don't know about that, man. He's making decent passes. He's not making like shitty passes. He's set up a couple goals and stuff like that. It's not like he's completely disappeared, But right, he's not fucking sniping like a maniac. I get it.
That one time, the lethal one timer that he was like, that he had on the power play the last couple of years, that he's, setting up in that little, in his little, his
I actually
little
wanted
area
to
over
look
there.
up Mika's shooting percentage. It has to be abysmal this year.
Dude, it's insane. I mean, when he scored like he says what does he have, 2 goals? I think when he scored his second goal, he was at 2.5%. Right by now, he's got to be like less than 1%.
So, like, listen, like that tells it in and of itself. Like, he's getting very unlucky. Like, if that evens out, or by the end of the season, or like the last 25, 30 games, however many games are left, where that evens out and he's shooting like 15%, like, and it, he ends up with a solid amount of goals, hopefully.
No, but he looks like he's in his own head right now. I mean, do you see the way?
I'm sure of that. Yeah.
Those one-timers that he's not even taking the shot. He's kind of like half shooting it, half passing it. He doesn't know what to do with it when he gets it. So other than that, I mean that lap goal.
Oh, so we're going to the end?
No, I mean, like, I'm just talking about what I have on my. I'm going down the list.
Right, yeah.
Going down the list of
notes.
Yeah, but
I wanted to talk, because you were talking about Mika. I wanted to talk about the start of the second period when basically got benched for 11 minutes. Mika.
Oh my God, I completely forgot. Actually, that's in the notes too. 10, 11 minutes, right?
He came back in around 9 minutes. And like, I understand, like you said, when we were texting each other, which made sense. Like, you bench people that aren't really hustling and like,
making bad plays.
Yeah. I get it. Mika's in a drought, but he's not making bad plays. Like, he's making passes, he's assisting, he's not playing horrendously. I mean, compared to what we're used to, sure, it's not good, but he's not. And like you said, like, that's reserved for people who are fucking dicks and like deserve it. If you're playing Brett Howden is a literal black hole. The guy is a body. He's a body.
He's a traffic cone, bro. He's a traffic cone.
You have him still playing shifts while Mika's benched. Like, bro, what are you fucking doing? You want to double shift Heedle and throw Mika down on the third and leave Brett Howden alone? That's fine. Or the fourth line, let him do that. Because Mika could still forecheck with like Lemieux and Giuseppe and stuff. He can mix well with that line. I feel like Howden stinks, and they still playing Howden. Like, I that annoyed me.
Right. I don't see the benefit of benching him. I don't know how that's gonna spark something in him to start producing a little bit better. Right. I mean, he's on every penalty, right? He's on every penalty kill. The penalty kill's fifth in the league right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing compared to last year, what we were dealing with every time we were on the penalty kill.
So his shooting percentage, just for FYI, is 3.5% now.
Oh, how's it gone up? That makes no sense.
I don't know. He got that one goal, the empty netter, I guess.
The empty netter? I guess that inflated it, right? Because other than that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, last year he shot 19.7%. That's crazy. That's mental.
No, yeah, it's going to even out. But so I don't agree with what Quinn did. I mean, I'm a Quinn supporter. I'm a Quinn apologist, I guess you would say. I like him, but I just didn't agree with that. I don't know. Maybe there was something that he did I didn't see in the first period that he did that he didn't like, or maybe something he didn't like what he was seeing. But if you're just benching him because he's not producing,
right?
It's not out of a lack of effort, and he's not making stupid, he's not taking stupid penalties, he's not doing stuff to the detriment of the team, other than that he's not producing.
Also, like, you bench somebody, and I was like, all right, maybe be a man and scratch him for a game or something. But even doing that would be worse than benching for 11 minutes.
Who the fuck would you play if you scratch him? Like,
I know, but like, think about it. That can't help. Like, even if you're sitting out for 10 minutes, that's not helpful. I feel like that gets you in your fucking head even more.
Absolutely, that's what I agree. I completely agree, because if what he's going through is mental, and it's not for lack of focus, it's because he has no confidence in himself. The last thing you want to do is bench him, right? Like, he's sitting there now for 10 minutes of the game. He's thinking about everything that he's doing wrong. Like,
right. He's gripping his stick hard more,
Yeah.
Strome made a nice pass to Kreider
on that first goal.
We need to give it, credit where it's due. And honestly, what I think is when Artemi comes back, you put Artemi with Mika, and
I was thinking the same thing.
You do it for a few games. Just let them roll together. Let them start cooking together. because Artemi just makes everybody better, and I think that's what Mika needs. Like, I'm not saying Mika stinks; he obviously doesn't, but like Artemi is the truth, you know.
He needs like a catalyst right now, because normally Mika's a play driver, right? Like the way that Panarin's a play driver, but he needs that confidence back. So if you could just put him with Panarin, who really doesn't go through slumps, right? Like we haven't seen it throughout his career.
I think he's had 19 games where he has no points in the Rangers. 19 games.
Insane.
He's good.
Insane.
He's a good player.
He's very good. So I was thinking the same thing. We didn't even talk about that. We didn't even text about that. But I was thinking, when this kid comes back, just stick them together for a little bit, let him get going. If that doesn't help him, I don't know what helps him at this point. Maybe maybe he just needs a reset. He needs the season to be over and start fresh next year. I don't know.
I think he'll. Does he look slower? I don't know.
I don't think so. It
doesn't look like he's lost a step because of the COVID stuff. Maybe
I don't think so, dude. Because he's been sprung on more than a few breakaways. He's still got that speed. I mean, he's just like you said. He's gripping the stick tight. He's overthinking everything he's doing. Yeah. And like when you don't have time to make a play in the NHL because it's so quick and all the players are right on you. You can't second guess yourself, and that's what he's doing.
So, just want to let Mika know we're thinking of him. And I think he'll turn it around. I have faith. I wrote do you break it down by period, your notes?
No. I wish
just write whatever comes.
I got a 3-year-old breathing down my neck.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So it's just however I can get it on a piece of paper without getting apple juice or pasta sauce spilled on it.
I wrote Igor with another heart around them. Keandre looking good.
Keandre got stuck in like a rut or something. He got twisted around.
He still made a play.
See that?
Oh yeah,
he's fantastic.
I saw that. Yeah,
I kind of wanted to tweet like a Zoolander meme. I can't turn left. Like
should have done that.
Like he looked like he couldn't go, so he just like decided to stop and turn the other way.
Well, he made a good play on Miles Wood when he like lost the step to Miles Wood because Woods is a fucking.
He's so fast.
He made a great play with a stick or whatever.
Yeah, because he's got that long reach. So and it's crazy because the great thing about Miller is that he's so fast himself.
Yeah. If
he does get caught, even if he does get caught in a situation where he's, like Wood, like who's really fast and matches his speed, he uses that long ass stick.
Yeah.
And he's so good with it, like he can recover.
I guarantee you Zuccarello looks at his stick and he's like salivating. He wants that stick so bad.
Got stick envy?
Yeah. Fucking 7-foot stick. Yeah, Mika's playing like shit, bro. He's got 7 points in 20 games. Not great. Not optimal.
How much does Strome have? Because Strome's sneaky, bro. Strome's probably got like a sneaky 12, 13 points now.
Well, listen. Yeah, probably.
I mean, you're mostly on the line with Panarin, so that inflates.
Bro, like last year, Panarin fucking got him paid. He's got 13 points. But I don't know if they added today's game. So 14 points.
Right. I mean, and you don't even feel it. Like, you don't know what's happening with Strome, right? It's so like under the radar. But that was a dope pass. I mean, that was
doing work the last 2 years.
That was not an easy pass that he made. It was right on the tape to Kreider. It was
great
past 2 defenders. It was great. Yeah. You can't knock it.
He's skilled, bro. He's a skilled player.
Yeah, he's definitely he was a highly touted prospect. He's definitely got skill, but like he's like not really a great defensive center. Sure. Which is tough when you're in the top 6. Like he's a liability on defense. And he's not really a driver of offense, but he can make offensive plays. So that's like where we're at. That's why he's not a number 1 and he's like a poor man's number 2 center, which is what he is for us. You know what I mean? That last
Mika, I wrote Mika on his first shift back through a really nice hit on Woods.
I didn't see it. I'll take your word for it.
But then he got clipped, though. He got clipped by Kulikov.
I saw him go down.
Yeah, he got up slow, but he came back, ended up coming back. I wrote Lindgren is an offensive juggernaut because he's got like a ton of assists. And I wrote Mika back out on the power play, and the refs fucking suck. That's my thoughts on the second period.
Okay, great. So, all right, beautiful. And that's it. We left the second period, up 2-1?
Yeah.
Sexy.
third period, I wrote Kreider is playing on rookie mode. Laff making plays, love to see it. That nice pass to Bush.
Wow, what a great pass. Dude.
Bush is trying to get that paper, baby. He's trying to get that fucking paper. He wants a new gaming PC for sure, Bush. He wants that
gamer,
fucking contract. Yeah. He's a fucking dweeb, dude. I love him. I love Bush. I've come around full circle on Bush.
You know what? I had you like your criticism of him was that he was soft, right? Up until now, like that you admitted that he was skilled, right? But that he was soft, that he was like, you could get under his skin, like he didn't do dirty work. Like he is completely the opposite.
He's
insane.
He's like he's bought into it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You could tell he's engaged in shit like that, which is all.
You're scared, right? You're scared when it's a Russian kid. He comes over to America. He's playing this kind of it's a grittier style game.
Does he disappear? Not as like he has before. Not this year. This year he's playing really well. And he's playing great defensively. He is using the body more and stuff. I'd like to see him shoot more. Because there was a time like I think it was the game where D'Angelo and Georgiev got into a fight where in overtime, Bush, it was a 2-on-1 and Bush had a fucking shot. He could have shot. He was looking to pass, and I get it. You don't want to be selfish. You want to make a nice pass and shit. I get it. But like, bro, take a fucking shot. You know what I mean? Like, wrist it into that fucking motherfucker and see what happens for the love of God, you know?
If you got a high danger shot, just take it. Like I hate like the extra pass. They always try the extra pass to try to get like an empty net. I don't know what it is. They're looking for the empty net. But if you got the high danger shot and you have a great shot, like a kid like Booch has a great shot. Take that damn shot.
Yeah, Bush's doing good, bro. I mean, how many points did he have today? 1 or 2 points?
I think he had 2, right? He had the goal and assist.
But he's got fucking 17 points in 21 games.
Yeah, he's playing. Oh, it's unbelievable. On
he's
a contract,
so much money. Get out of here. Chill out. Okay, calm down.
Flat cap. Tell him
$5 million.
What's he making now? 4.5.
I think 4 and change. Yeah,
he's gonna get him. He's definitely getting $1 million.
No, 3.5.
Oh, 3.5.
All right, so give him $5 million. It's a nice fucking raise, kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And guess what? If you sign again for a couple of years, you're going to be on the same power play and probably the same line as the man, the legend, Mr. Artemi Panarin.
He's a UFA. He's a UFA or RFA this year?
RFA.
So we're going to lock him up for another 3 years? That's going to be a 3-year.
I think he has 2 years. I think he has 1 year left RFA. So it depends.
He could still take a 3-year deal and 3 years, $5 million. That'll bring him to how old? 27? I think around that age.
He's about to turn 26 in April.
Oh, he's going to be old. He's going to want a long term, probably. No,
I'd give him 4 years, $5 million. It's not that much. I mean, I don't know. He's Russian, but if he's on the same line as Panarin and on the same power play line as Panarin, I feel like he'll step it up. Like, I feel like it's a good match. Like, they're both Russians. They obviously seem tight. I think it makes sense, And I think like a 4-year contract isn't like a contract that's like impossible to move, really. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like a total head case.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's going to be interesting to see like in the off season how the flat cap and the fact that they're going through another season without capacity. Like, I'm sure everybody's hopeful that next year, September comes, with all these things that they're doing. I think we should touch on that later with the Excelsior pass that they're doing in New York City. We should probably talk about that later. But I mean, if that works out where, if this is how it's going to be, right? The whole season, they're not going to have fans. How is that going to affect the off season, like the free agent signings, the trades?
Well, you don't think the Rangers have money?
No, they have money. I'm saying who are we bidding against?
I got you.
The less people we're bidding against. I mean, we can sign these players, lock them up. The guys that we want to keep, maybe for a better bargain, And that's important, dude. You got teams like Tampa and Boston. They got all these team friendly contracts, and that's why they're able to stay so good for so long.
I know.
It's tough to
I think it's a good thing for the Rangers, technically, right? Like,
I think the Rangers have the advantage.
Yeah.
In this kind of climate where a lot of teams aren't going to be willing to spend money, and also are going to be looking to be maybe shedding contracts, maybe that not because
what Florida did. Florida shed like $10 million off their fucking books.
Right, like you're not necessarily because the players are not good, but because they need to get, they're trying to bring down their expenses, and I get it.
Florida, the Panthers are definitely strapped. Like they can barely fill the stadium when it's fucking no COVID. So,
which is crazy because, and like, I mean, obviously this year we have the COVID, but they're such a good team now. They're a fun team to watch.
yeah, they're playing well, dude. They have a good squad, and they lost guys, bro. They lost fucking Hoffman.
I love to get my hands on Barkov. Love to get my hands on Barkov.
Yeah, bro.
We wouldn't have to worry about Eichel and trading half the freaking.
I know
the sun to get him. It would be nice to get somebody for nothing.
Bush trying to get paid. We said that. Rangers have no biz winning 4-1. Just because this was like mid third period, right. I was like, okay, they've been playing well for like 7 minutes now.
Right. No, yeah. At that point, the balance of the game was still tilting to the Devils, but like we dominated the third. So I guess it was kind of fair that we won. I mean, we got a lot of bounces. I think we got a couple of bounces our way,
Definitely.
Whereas like in the beginning of the season, we weren't getting those bounces, like a wide open Brendan Smith goal. That wasn't happening.
Also, like they're playing the tits out of Blackwood, the goalie and the Devils.
What did you say?
They're playing the tits off of this kid. He's playing a lot.
Oh, really? Yeah, because the first game, the first couple of games, he played really well. I mean, like he's been
he's
the
fucking
truth.
Good,
he's good.
Yeah, for sure. Good.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there. I get it. Like why playing him, and he's playing well. And they don't. And they lost what's his face before the season started. Crawford. They signed him, and he fucked them. So they have like they're piecemealing basically. Their backup. The guy Dell's not bad, but but they had to pull Blackwood. I mean, he was giving up goals. So and he was giving up rebounds. I wrote that down too. That early in the mid second period, he was giving up rebounds from shots, like from far out shots. There were rebounds available. Yeah.
Yeah, not a good sign. Like it's not like the goalie's not locked in.
Yeah, but he's usually fucking awesome.
Oh, he's really good. Like I love. He's a fun goalie to watch play. Like he's their Igor. I mean, the parallels between like the Devils and the Rangers. In the beginning of the game, I was thinking to myself, I was like, why does their rebuild look like it's going so much better?
Yeah, and what's funny? When did they start rebuilding? Like, because they blew it up last year when they went out like they went on a terrible opening. They were terrible at the beginning of the season. And then they traded Hall. They traded the guy to fucking, what's his name, Coleman to Tampa. Like, they made trades. Like, Hall, once you're trading Hall on his contract here, where you, like, if you're playing well, they're talking to Hall about a fucking extension, like they're not selling him.
They started, I think, didn't they start their rebuild probably a year before we did, no?
No, because a couple of years ago, 2017, 2018, when Hall won the Hart, they made the playoffs.
Right. Okay. So they're basically the same timeline as us.
They were like in the middle. It wasn't like a full like wholesale kind of thing, but like once they started really shitting their last year, and they just got rid of Hall mad early, like way before the fucking the trade deadline, right? Like they got rid of him like months before the trade deadline. And then they fired Ray Shero. That was, cooked. They were like, I guess, semi redoing it, but they have a ton of young guys. Like Sajak is the only guy who's left. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Like the old school Devils, basically. They traded Green, their captain, last year to the Islanders. So yeah, I'm assuming like they're hoping that these new young kids, like you look at their cap friendly shit, like all their numbers and stuff. Besides Subban, who's got another year left at $9 million.
They're not locked into anybody long term.
Yeah. They're locked into Hischier.
Only right, and Hischier, right? Yeah.
And that's it in terms of like longer than I think 3 years.
And they got a ton of ELCs, like a bunch of young kids.
And so many centers, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Then you got the Rangers.
I mean, it's so crazy.
Well,
so Lafreniere with the fucking wicked snipe. It was fucking disgusting.
It popped out, like it hit that corner, like where the net's real tight and popped right out. Like that's, I mean,
pure.
That's like, I jumped out of my seat. That was insane.
When you texted me that, I'm like, oh shit, because I'm a little delayed because I'm streaming. It's okay. It's fine. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for it. It's like 10 seconds delayed. I'm waiting for it. I'm like, oh, and I saw it. I was like, wow, that was sick.
When I get excited, I jump the gun. I can't.
Yeah,
I forget that
fine. I was like, that was fucking mint. That was a mint shot, dude. He's looking good.
He's looking good, man. Even on that first play, he started it off in the defensive zone, man. He made that defensive zone play. He took it away. He started the break, and then he made a nice pass. And that snipe was, I mean, that's what we've been looking at. That's what we're like. That was a highlight reel goal. That's what we've been waiting to see from this kid. Like, he's on a 4-game streak now? Is it 4-game streak? I think 5 points in 6 games, something like that. I mean, the kid's playing exactly like this is what we thought we were going to get from the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I mean, listen, as long as he's finding it somewhere, and especially now he's finding it when like a lot of our players are hurt and shit. Like, this is a good sign also. Like, he's stepping it up when we kind of need him to step up, and you can see that he could be a top 6 guy. Like, we can see it.
I want to see if I could find. I think they updated the. I don't think I wrote it down, but they had updated the odds of the Calder voting. So in the offseason, I think it was Igor was number 1, and Laff was number 2.
Stutzel's doing work,
and Kaprizov was number 3.
Oh, okay,
amazing. I mean, like he should have been like if you thinking about it from now. I mean, like I know it's like it's easy to say now that we're into the season, but he's 23 years old and he's like full of talent. The kid on the Wild.
Oh yeah,
Kaprizov. So he should have been a little. He was number 3, but I think he should have probably been ahead of maybe even Laff. But Laff and Igor fell like to 8 and 9 now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's understandable, bro. Like Laff, wasn't doing shit for the first 20 games,
right?
Which is fine. I mean, I don't give a shit. Like the Calder is whatever. It's cool. Like you get it or whatever.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. Like I just want to I want to see Kakko continue to be good. I wanted to see Laff continue to get better. I want Igor to hopefully be okay.
It's just something to get excited about because like we don't really win anything. Like we don't get MVPs. We don't really get Rookie of the Years, and we get one cup every 30 years or whatever we're working on right now. So it would have been cool to see, but the important thing, like you said, is like they're trending in the right direction. Even though they didn't start off hot, it's better that they're building towards.
Yeah, Adam Fox, 25
success.
minutes ice time.
It's crazy, bro. And that seems like low, to be honest. Like he hit a 30 the other night. He's at 27. Now he's at 25. Like that, he's averaging like insane numbers. He's a sophomore.
He had an apple +1.
Yeah.
Is that bad? No, he had only 13 minutes. That's bad. That's trash. But so did Kreider. He
had an assist, but I think he was like a catalyst on 2 other goals.
Yeah,
like the one that started in his own zone that he like.
Who didn't have a point?
Mika.
Brett Howden. No, Mika had 1 point. He had an assist.
Oh, he did. All right, good for him.
Lafreniere 2 points. Strome 2 assists. Kreider with a hat trick, like it's unreal. What's going on with Kreider, but I'll take it. And I deeply and desperately miss Artemi Panarin.
But Philip Hedl being back,
he did work too. He had an assist also.
Hedl being back is kind of soothing the pain a little bit.
He had an assist and a +3.
Wow, excellent. Makes sense. He's out there controlling the play, baby.
So, like, the last thing that, like, shits in your oatmeal, basically, is Igor getting fucking hurt, and it looked bad. It looked pretty bad. He didn't put any weight on his fucking leg at the end over there. It looks, I don't know what it could be. I'm not a doctor, but it looks like a groin.
Really bad. It looked, what did you say?
A groin? Groin, yeah.
Oof. I was texting with my cousin, Sam, and he said the last thing he wants to see is a groin. Like, you don't want to see groin. And I was like, I agree. Yeah. Because I was, I played goalie for years. Like, the last thing as a goalie you want to see is a groin or a knee.
Right.
But he was grabbing. It looked like he was grabbing towards the back.
Yeah.
Like he was grabbing towards either a hamstring or his back. And I thought it was his back at first because he couldn't get up.
That can't be good either, right?
But then, no, that's not good. No, not at all. But then as he was skating off the ice, he couldn't put pressure, I think, on his right skate. So I don't know. I just
maybe it's hammy.
Huh?
Hammy?
I was thinking hammy, dude. I'm hoping it's hammy, even though hammies can linger, but you don't want it to be a knee or you don't want it to be a groin because that can be like recurring things. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be something that's going to happen over and over again.
Right. Yeah. You want him to, all right, he's going to be out for a month. Let him be out for a month. Let him come back and, not re-injure the same fucking thing constantly. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, those no contact injuries, those non-contact injuries, no
scary
bueno.
business.
Yeah. No bueno.
So, yeah, hopefully Igor's okay. I hope they don't give us like, it's a lower body injury. He's day-to-day, like some clandestine fucking cloak and dagger.
That's what's going to happen. I
don't want to deal with that. Why do they do that?
We're not going to find out what actually happened until he's back on the ice.
He literally could not skate, not even walk. Forget walk. He couldn't skate off the ice.
I know. My stomach's going to be in my fucking throat until we figure out what's going on. But it doesn't look good, dude.
And they act like it's fucking nuclear secrets, bro. Like everybody saw the guy writhing in fucking pain and not being able to walk.
Right.
There's no secret. He's fucked up.
We'd be getting unlucky with these injuries. Like everything's like 4 to 6 weeks. Heedle 4 to 6 weeks. Trouba 4 to 6 weeks.
Trouba's gonna be back.
Yeah, it's been 4 to 6 weeks. It's been 4 weeks already.
No way, dude. Really?
No, it's been like 3 weeks, I think. It was like right before Panera, no?
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, I think so. But we can use him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because it would be nice to get Jack Johnson off the ice.
Oh god, that'd be great.
I mean,
nah, bro. His last game was versus New Jersey. He had an assist on the 16th of February.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks ago.
It is almost 3 weeks ago. But 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, all right, fine, fuck.
Yeah, so next week it's 4 weeks, guy.
I know. It feels quicker. I don't know why.
You want to talk about any of the other games?
Yeah, I mean, you tell me. What do you want to talk about? I mean, the game against Buffalo, we squeezed by.
Start off with you want to go from like front to back, or like you want to start off with the 6-2 win over the Bruins, which was crazy.
I don't have notes for that.
I didn't watch it. I watched the highlights, but
it was glorious.
I told you I had something to do. I finally get to someplace where I have service. I'm looking at Twitter, and I missed the best game of the season.
Was that the game I was tweeting like a maniac for?
Who?
Was that the game I tweeted like a maniac for?
Yeah, I told you take over.
It was okay. So I did see it. So it's basically like I was writing notes. That's why I was tweeting. So I wasn't writing notes. I was just tweeting.
Hear me.
So I stopped one and I did the other one. Okay.
I don't refer to your tweets now, just for the sake of notes.
All right. So what do you want to talk about?
The other. What about the other Bruin game?
That was horrendous. That was horrendous.
Shit game. It was so bad. And you know what? Like I knew it. I said these guys are playing a back-to-back, right? And the second game is in an afternoon,
brutal,
on a weekend, right? We are like, I wish I looked up the record. Like we're so bad in like afternoon games. It's almost like they're not like they're
those
still
matinee ones.
Yeah, we're still sleeping going into the game. So those are super dangerous. Like you get like all excited because like, oh shit, I don't have to like, it's the middle of the day, it's like I'm not too tired. I can really get on the couch and just like watch a good game. And it's like shit half the time.
I wrote one good tweet that I'd like to repeat during the game was Brad Marchand is a garden gnome.
I like that one. That was good. Did he get love?
No, of course not. Yeah, listen, I mean, the Bruins are a tough customer, bro. I was assuming because they got smacked by the Islanders the game before the Rangers, that they were going to come out fucking ready to rock against us. Obviously, that didn't work out. So I figured, like, they're going to have to step up at some point. They're too good of a team to, like, just get smoked. So, I mean, Sunday really didn't surprise me, but it was like a shitty game to watch. It was not enjoyable whatsoever.
The only thing that's cool about obviously, you hate to watch them play like that, where they have no offensive flow to the game. It's like it's excruciating to watch. But the Rangers Bruins games this year have been like old school hockey, and it is amazing. They fucking hate each other.
I know.
They hate each other so much. Like, there's a couple of goons on that team that I wish I was on the ice for.
Yeah, the one thing that like actually salvaged that Sunday game. Now that you reminded me, I appreciate that. Is all right, we lost, but I had to drop like 3 seconds left. Lemieux went after Richie because Richie fucking, Yokozuna fucking slammed Igor Georgie to the fucking ground,
So let me ask you a question. What's your I saw a lot of different takes about that fight. What's your take on it? Like, do you think it was stupid and it was unnecessary? Like, it should have been, if it was going to happen, it should have happened during the flow of the game, or do you like that he stood up for Georgia and they just
I
dropped it? Loved it. Me too. I don't
love
understand. Listen, I like a lot of people were hating on it, but at the same
Why?
time, because like I guess people were frustrated with the way they played throughout the game.
Sure.
And maybe if you're going to do it, like Georgiev got sat on, like you said, like Yokozuna style in the beginning of the game, right? It was in the first period. I think it was, really early on.
Right.
So if you're going to do something, Lemieux should have done it then, is what they were trying to say.
I'm
Maybe
with you on that too. I mean, either way, sure.
I would have been for that, but I would have been for that, but I'm not against what did happen.
Not for a second. Listen, if I had to pick, it would be during, like, right around after that happened, or at some next shift or whatever, when Lemieux's there with Richie. But I don't give a fuck that it happened in 3 seconds left. I mean, that shows that we're not a team that's going to be fucked with ever.
Absolutely. And you're going to see this team, like, we've already played them, 4 times? You're going to see them another 4 times this year.
And the fact is, like, in my mind, Marchand still owes for what he did when he went after Panarin, when Panarin was, like, hobbled a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I haven't.
In my mind, if I'm a fucking goon, like, I'm still, like, looking to clip Marchand at any given second. I don't give a fuck.
So absolutely. This Ranger Bruin hate that's going on is amazing. I just wish
we were better.
Like we were exactly, bro. I wish that our timeline was matched up with theirs. This could be like a rivalry that could go on for years, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I kind of like. It's kind of like it sucks.
The one nice thing though is, like, in a year and a half from now, 2 years from now, when, like, Marchand's on his way out and Bergeron's on his way out, we're smacking the tits out of them. That'll be fun. Hopefully, Yeah,
that'll be consolation, even though we won't have that rivalry.
Because, like, you're right. We'd be a really good team if it was Kakko a year and a half from now, Laffy a year and a half from now. Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
When Eichel's on the team, it's going to be different.
Right.
It'll be nice. You know what I mean?
I mean, does he pass out pucks to other teams' fans in other barns? No.
I didn't catch. I know you just told me about that before we started recording. I didn't see that. Where did you see that? It was on the broadcast, or you saw it on, like?
I saw it on Twitter. Somebody said that on Twitter.
So he was passing out, like, pregame or after?
Pregame.
Pregame, right? He's just going around throwing pucks into the stands. Yeah, I don't think you do that in somebody else's arena, right? That's not typical.
And during the game, you heard the fucking chants that we want Eichel. It looked like shit. The Buffalo Sabres look like shit, and I feel bad for Buffalo because
so did we. But they're not supposed to.
Sports town. But yeah, I don't feel that bad for them. Obviously, you know what I mean. But
now we're actively rooting against them, and we have a reason to. We're motivated to root against them this year.
Yo, you know how much they're paying that coach?
No,
$4 million a year. He never
crazy.
Coached. He's head coach level in the NHL.
They brought him over from a soccer team.
He was a hockey guy initially, then he went to soccer, and then he came back to hockey, and he got a fucking head coaching job, like, for $4 million a year, like, getting paid tons of money.
It's so funny because I just finished watching Ted Lasso with Ricky, and it sounds just like the premise to Ted Lasso.
Oh, really? That's
fun. He's a football coach in America, and they said he gets sent over to the Premier League in London.
Wow, you got money. Apple Plus, you got Apple Plus, huh? You got money.
Apple Plus? No, it came with my phone. I wouldn't have paid for it. a year subscription.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, because you know what team would be good for? You know what coach would be good for Buffalo?
Gerard?
No, John Tortorella.
Yeah, but he's got a gig already. But
but he's. I don't know if they're on good. I feel like it's his last year in his contract.
Right. Torts squeezes whatever you got. Like, if you have an ounce of talent, he's gonna get that last drip. You know what I mean? And they've got some talent, dude.
They really do. I mean, listen, even Reinhardt's playing okay. Skinner sucks. I mean, not sucks. I mean, he's probably miserable. He probably wants to play better. Scratching the guy is crazy to me. Just like I got annoyed with Mika sitting out for 10, 11 minutes. You do not scratch this guy 3 straight games. It's not like you guys are a fucking good team. Right? It's not like you guys have this dominating team that you don't even need this guy and he's struggling, so fuck him. Like, let him play. You guys stink. You guys fucking stink. The only bright spot is who? Is Olmark, and he got hurt. He's out for fucking 46 weeks. He's out for a month. Their goalie.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally their only fucking bright spot.
Like, they got the other kid. Who's the other kid's name that he scored like a maniac in his rookie season? Olofsson? He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's got a bright future.
Yeah.
But like, they weren't supposed to suck this year. Like when the Rangers suck, like when they play shitty, it's like, okay, we get it. The Buffalo Sabres have sucked for so long. 7 years ago, whatever, 6 or 7 years ago, when they picked up Eichel, it was like, okay, this is the future. This is the future.
Right.
Now, like if you imagine being like a Ranger fan, right? And like you sucked. Like let's say the Rangers sucked for a decade or 2 decades or whatever they sucked for. And then Laff doesn't pull out, work out.
Right.
Like that's what they're going through right now, where like Eichel actually works out now, and they can't win with a kid that's that big of a stud.
And they signed Taylor Hall too. Like, they definitely had being a playoff team.
They made moves this offseason. Like people, I think, like they weren't a favorite, like because the Metro Division is so tough, but they made moves to not be in the position they're in right now, and like and probably also to keep Eichel happy. No, like you have to think that they were trying to keep this kid happy because they knew that. I think these rumors started from last year, no?
Yeah. I mean, they stunk last year too, so.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, he wasn't happy last year. Like, he didn't like the way he turned out at the end of the season. And now this season is, like, worse than last season, which is insane. And this has become, like, such a huge story.
I think they lost again today versus the Islanders.
Any hockey podcast, they lost today? Because I saw, like, a snapshot of –
they were down 3-1.
I saw a snapshot of, like, the shots on
goal. They lost 5-2.
Oof. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I wonder if this kid's going to force his way out.
Oh, Eichel?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if I'm the Buffalo GM, I am asking for a ransom, and you're probably going to get a fucking ransom. I mean, I don't know about other teams as good as I know about the Rangers, like,
dude, again.
Prospects, but the Rangers have some serious prospects that can get Eichel.
Okay, listen, you think like he is a stud, right? And it stands to reason that he's such a great player and he's so young and locked in for 5 more years after this year or whatever it is, that they would get a haul. But at the same time, remember what we're dealing with, this cap strapped league right now, the flat cap and like the uncertainty of COVID going forward. Dude, these kids do like multiple bonuses, 10 million a year, like he's a max contract. Like, how many teams are going to be bidding on this guy?
But
You're going to pay for him. You think there's a lot of teams in the NHL right now that can do it?
No, but I'm sure there's like 3, 4.
All right. I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as everybody thinks it's going to be. Like, I think nobody on the roster is going except for maybe like a Bush or something. None of the young kids are going. Hedl is a possibility, and I would fucking hate it.
Yeah, well, you'd have to get over it.
I guess I would, but
I guess I would, he says.
I mean, like, so what's your plan now? You're gonna bring in Eichel, right? You're getting rid of Hedl, which is like a cost-controlled center, and then you're gonna bring Mika back, and you're gonna pay Mika. Like, if he doesn't have a season like he had last year, is he gonna still demand what we thought, $8-9 million a year?
No shot. I mean, if he's gonna
and then you're gonna be paying $10 and $9 million for your first 2 centers. Mika better be and then who do you got underneath that? Strome, who's not going to be back after next year, and there's nobody in the farm system. So if they can get away with making the trade and keeping Hedl, I think that's a win.
And what, eventually Hedl's your number 2?
Oh yeah, 100%.
What about Mika? Gone?
Mika might be gone, dude. I hate to say it because he's one of my favorites. Like. But I don't know. Like, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really interesting to see how he plays for the next year and a half and see what he's gonna demand. Because he was trending well his like whole career. Like, he played extremely well, like with us the last 2 seasons. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. It's crazy though.
I mean, listen, if you can keep Hedl, yeah, that's fucking a home run. I feel
right. You're gonna lose. Like, you keep Hedl, you're losing Nils, Kravtsov, 2 first-rounders, and a player on the team right now, right? Like a Bush. I'm thinking if it's not Hedl, it's Bush, right? It's a lot. But people like tweet like packages like that, and the Buffalo Sabres fans are like, "That's not enough. Are you nuts? This and that."
Yeah. You know what's funny?
It's
Though
all
there are
about who
Buffalo
you're-
Sabres fans that are like chirping Eichel.
It's all about who you're bidding against, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you know what would be dope if my man Eichel would come out and say he wants to trade to the Rangers. That would be amazing.
I don't know if he's like, if does he want to come to the Rangers? That'd be great.
I don't know. It would be nice. It would be like, but I mean, he has his no trade clause. It doesn't kick in until I think the end of next year, right? When his bonus kicks in. So
Yeah.
it's not like he can control anything anyway.
I mean, let's do it over the summer. Can we stop next year? Like, come on. It says here, Hull is willing to stay in Buffalo. Why? He only signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah, because he's shit in the bed this year, and where is he going to get paid?
Yeah.
You know, he's making nice with the team he's on now. He's what is he making, $8 million this year?
Mm-hmm.
And he was banking on himself to get like a max deal.
That's ballsy.
And he's not playing well, right? Well, give me a stat line, bro. He's got like 2 goals or something.
I think he scored today, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 2 goals
So,
in
yeah.
21 games. So I guess 3 goals in 22 games.
Yeah, I would be doing the same thing.
Drought, but he's got assists, I think.
I would be saying the same
11
thing.
assists. Yeah, that's not great.
No.
Whatever. Anyway, you got any other Rangers shit?
Just we forgot to talk about Hank being back on the ice. I know it's kind of old news now, but that was pretty awesome to see, dude. I mean, like this guy is like, it was a 40. I think 47 days post heart surgery, and this lunatic is back on the ice.
Crazy.
And, like, getting that heart rate up, bro. Like that drill was like, you know, that where he's like hitting the corners of the crease. I mean, like, I was shocked, dude. I couldn't believe it. And
good for him, man. I hope he's doing okay. I hope even if he doesn't play, like, I hope.
Right. No, I don't think he's gonna play. I mean, I saw I saw a report that like there's no timeline. He's definitely not gonna be on the ice within the next 2 months, which is basically the end of the season. So
yeah, you got to figure the season's out. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's out. But like the fact that he's even on the ice and he, you know, the guy's determined.
I wouldn't mind, like, in a year from now, he's 40 years old. He's playing in Sweden with his brother, you know?
Like off to the sunset, like just ride off in the sunset with like on a Frolunda.
And Frolunda, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have mind see like him make a playoff run with Ovi. That would have been kind of cool.
That would be sick. I mean, sure, but I don't know if the NHL is going to take a shot on him. I don't know. He just turned 39.
His deal was 1 year?
Yeah.
It was a 1-year deal, huh? Yeah, it's probably it for him. I don't know. It'll be a cool story though.
Yeah,
come back from heart surgery.
Crazy, bro.
Come back from heart surgery and like make a run with Ovi, because I mean, this guy is amazing, and like we couldn't win a cup with this guy. It's insane.
I know.
The focus and determination. Like when you see Igor go down, you see Igor go down. It's so sad, and it's like, dude, we took for granted after 15 years, season after season, this guy was an Iron Man on the Rangers.
Just playing, yeah.
He was between the pipes. Like, you know, he had his moments where he would like, you know, he let in a softie, but like this guy was there consistently. Like he didn't get hurt. You know, he never lost his starting job to somebody that like an up and comer. Like that was him. It was locked in, which is crazy that we had such stability for so long.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you see the OV fucking cup check?
I did see it, yeah.
I have it here too. I was going to share the screen.
Did he get his hand slapped for that one? What happened?
Got fined $5,000.
What's $5,000?
I don't know. It's worth it. It's that guy Fredric who's a fucking dirtbag. Well, the first time they fucked with each other on the boards, and he started cross checking Ovi, and then he dropped the gloves on Ovi. Ovi didn't drop the gloves, and I think what ended up happening was Tom Wilson and Fredric fought, and then afterwards, the cup check happened where like this guy came up, he was fucking with Ovi, cross check. You got, no more kids for you.
You know, this kid Fredric is such a little turd. Like he's doing a really good job because I hate him. And like, other than the fact that he's dirty, he's pretty much insignificant. And I didn't even know him. I had no idea who he was before the season started.
Me neither.
But he's doing a good job.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying like I know he's a rookie, but like I never heard of him in any like, you know, whatever, anybody talking about him. He's doing a good job. Like he's with what he's trying to do. He's trying to build his career around being a little turd, and that's what he's doing. He's making a lot of enemies already.
Ovi fucking ripped him. $5,000 is crazy. It's so nothing. Like
every time I think about that, like Ovi doing something to a kid, like remember when he laid out
Svechnikov or no?
Svechnikov
Is that his name? No.
Yeah, Svechnikov, no, in the
Svechnikov.
playoffs, and he was a rookie too at the time.
He blast, bro. He's put him to sleep. He put him to sleep, bro. And it was like, Ovi was probably the guy. This is the new Russian kid. They think he's a stud. I'm gonna just belay him out.
It was scary.
I know. He was out for like the whole playoff series.
Yeah, that was it. Like, and then people are like, "Yo, take it easy on the kid, this and that." Ovi ain't having none of that.
Fuck that. Yeah. Who the fuck does Ovi give a shit?
Don't step to the king, dude. Don't step to the grade 8.
And fuck, what was I gonna say? Fuck. I don't know. Anyway. I just wanted fucking Artemi to be back. The one last thing. Go ahead.
Are we still ranked number 48 in India?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't look at the numbers, bro. I just try to put out quality content.
That's it. You just put it out. You pump out the quality stuff, and you just hope for the best.
Yeah.
We need to be by the end of the year. We need to be number 1 in India.
Hell yeah, that would be optimal. Yeah, at least that. Like we need to set goals for ourselves, and I think that's a fair and achievable goal.
I don't want to visit India ever. But if I had to go, I'd like to be mobbed.
It just looks too hot.
I'd like to be mobbed by paparazzi as I walk off the airplane.
We're just huge in India for some reason.
Yeah, just huge in India.
Yeah.
I would love that. That'd be amazing.
The last thing I saw is Darren Dreger tweeted today that the NHL and the NHLPA met today about the possibility of delaying the draft, but he prefaced it, or like parent, whatever the fuck you want to call it, said changing it is probably doubtful.
I mean, it makes sense. Like we were talking about it because all these junior leagues and
yeah, they haven't started.
They got delayed. They either didn't start or they got a massively like delayed start. Mm-hmm. Even like the minor league, even the NHL, like the AHL is like what the Hartford Wolfpack is playing in a league with like 3 teams or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Like a conference or a division with 3 teams. They're like second place out of 3. So it's been like really weird. If you're like a scout or if you're an organization, you're looking at players, like how do you evaluate anybody?
I know. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean,
so where would they put? How far back would they push it? Did they say anything like that? They didn't mention it.
When's it due now? I think it's in October.
What? No, the draft?
Yeah.
No, bro. It's in early summer. It's right. It's like a month after the cup.
Hold on.
It's like July, June.
Yeah, July 23rd to the 24th.
Oh yeah, I don't know how far. I don't know how.
Oh, I think they wanted to move it to October.
They wanted to move it to October.
Yeah,
that's weird. So like, if you're starting the season on time, and you draft like first overall, and you're getting a kid that could play with you right away, you're not getting him, or you're not going to see him in camp. I don't know. That's weird.
I know. Oh, one last thing about the Rangers. Kravtsov's in the KHL playoffs doing work for Tractor.
Yeah, he looks good. His highlight reels,
what they're saying is, I hope they get bounced because they said if they get bounced, he's coming.
Yeah, yeah. So, so if Tractor's season ends, he can come over to the Rangers. And like we can always use the winger depth.
Why not?
I'd love to see him on the team. Dude.
I like Blackwell and all and stuff, but.
No, yeah.
I mean, I would keep Blackwell around, obviously, but
the thing is, like last time he came over here, he didn't really stick. Like he had like a little bit of a tough time. Remember when he came to the Rangers? He got sent down to Hartford, and then
but listen, he's doing well in the KHL. That's gotta like lift your confidence to a certain level.
Oh, absolutely. Like of course, dude. You don't want to see him go back to the KHL and then not perform over there. Like and his season's been like really good, like throughout. Like he didn't really have any dry spells, and his goals. He's playing on a team also that is pretty lacking offensively, and he's still putting up points. He's basically the offensive Tractor.
Yeah, so he's not playing with like people that are like studs and setting him up. And
check the series. What's the series looking like? Maybe what are they doing? Are they down?
I think they're up.
They're up, so they're not going according to the plan.
I don't know. I don't really go to the fucking.
I would love to see it would be dope if they had like a KHL package. I wouldn't mind watching a little KHL action over here.
I'm with you. Also, the Swiss league is legit. You know.
No, there's something about like the Russian league, like it's just, I don't know why. It's like, I guess you hear all these stories about like what goes on over there. It's so intriguing.
Yeah, no, it's
Like if it was on TV, I would actually maybe watch a little bit of it.
Why don't they show what the fucking they're
I mean,
playing? They're playing tomorrow,
it
March
doesn't say
5th.
the series.
No,
So he's not like, I don't know where their standing is, but like they're not like a really strong team, right? So odds are he's going to get bounced sooner or later.
I
Sooner
hope
rather
so.
than
Yeah,
later.
I'm in the Rangers. Fuck this KHL shit.
Yeah, it would be
Who's
nice
a
to see them.
dominant force in the KHL and one of the top scoring and top paid players? Former Ranger
Talk to me.
Nigel Dawes.
Nigel Dawes, right?
He does work in the KHL.
I liked him when he was on the Rangers. I did. I actually did like him. I thought that he didn't get. I thought he didn't get enough fair shake over here with the Rangers.
I mean, the short guys get fucked, bro, in this world. That's how it works, dude.
In the world, or just the
Yeah,
NHL?
in the world,
All right.
and the NHL for sure too. They hate fucking short guys. Thank God Zuccarello made it this far.
I don't know. I'm 6'2". Zuccarello's doing work.
I'm tall. Fuck you.
Tall guys die young, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're not 6'11", dude. Right? You're not 7'6" like some fucking gigantic guy.
Zuccarello's having a resurgence, baby.
He's doing work, bro. I love him.
What's his stat line? What's he got? What's he got going on? He's doing really well. Like he was I think he was one of the NHL players of the week last week.
Yeah.
And that team too, bro. They're fun to like. They're kind of
doing
fun
well.
to watch. Huh?
Yeah, they're doing well. And they're doing well, like shockingly too, because they were not expected to be playing well.
No, man. Like they were the team that was like
yeah. I mean, they have a lot of shitty contracts, to be completely frank with you.
And they were so like distraught that they didn't win the lottery last year. Remember when everybody was like rooting for the Wild because they want the Wild to like rebuild because they need it. They need the draft picks. They're not like a huge franchise. They don't draw like free agents. And the Rangers come away with the number 1 overall pick. Everybody's trashing it.
He's got 11 points in 9 games.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
It's good. I'm
It's
not
awesome.
a guy, but that's pretty good.
Well, I mean, like he's one of those guys that when the Rangers traded him, like broke your heart.
Yeah,
that was catastrophic. Like,
yeah, that was a bummer.
Like we don't know anything about that locker room, and you can imagine that locker room was.
I mean, Hank's breaking down in tears. Like
that was so bad to watch.
That was intense, dude. Like he didn't die. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys have faced. Like you can still talk. I know you're not going to hang out every day, but
I think that was like that was one of those moments where you're like, okay, like where you're like also looking inward and like, okay, my fucking career is over now too. Like they're basically destroying my team around me.
That's
so,
true.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like he's at the same time, like he's realizing that it's over. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, it's
reality
totally
checks.
sense.
Yeah.
But I could see Hank, like, let's say his heart's okay and stuff. Like he's like Yager and just playing in the SHL, the Swedish league, until he's 46.
Yeah, dude, up until like what happened to him, this crazy heart condition, whatever he had to get worked on, he had no major injuries. Yeah. Like he was an Ironman. He played his career. Like he would have a little nicks here and there, but like he didn't want to sit. He did. If he was hurt, he played through it. And I can see like what you said. Like if you go through your career and you don't have anything major like that, I could see you playing into your 40s.
Yeah.
So
look at fucking Zdeno.
It's crazy. You can see it go either way. Like I can see definitely him play a couple more seasons and stay with a team that maybe is on the cusp. And I can see the opposite, like you said, like going back to Sweden and playing with his brother. If his brother's still playing, I don't even know. I think his brother won the championship last year, right, Joel?
Yeah, I think he's played for the same team for
for Lunda. I think he's the captain.
I mean, there's some other stuff, but like what's his face came off the COVID list. Sid the Kid, he played today. Kakko's going to be playing next game. Hopefully, he's off.
So what happened today? Like I saw like video of Kakko on the ice. They want him to skate a couple of times before he plays.
Yeah.
Because he's clear now, right?
He's practicing with the team. So yeah, if he had any kind of COVID, he definitely wouldn't put him there.
I guess they just want to see a couple of practices.
I hope Igor is fucking okay. I mean, I don't think he will be, but I hope he is.
Dude, that was bad. They were carrying him off the ice. Like he was I mean, it was like borderline. He needed a stretcher, right? I mean, they
Yeah.
had to carry him, and then as soon as they got to the bench, the trainers had to pick him up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's it. What do you
Looking
think?
online to
Got
see if
anything
I
in your
can-
brain?
No, I'm good, but I'm just like looking for details on Shesty. Oh, this is mad funny. Ryan Mead is like, I need to know the details on Shesty. If they just say lower body, I will throw hands. Basically,
Yeah,
exactly
I'm with them, dude. I'm with them. It's absolute trash. Like lower body. Like, what does that mean? Is his leg gonna be amputated? Like,
And then right below his tweet, I see Molly Walker says David Quinn says Shesterkin has a lower body injury, and the team will know more tomorrow. But the team will know more tomorrow, but I doubt we will.
I don't understand it, man. It's not fucking nuclear secrets, bro.
Like we can't go like a week or fucking couple of days without any bad news.
I know. It's kind of wild how many injuries we've had. I guess it's because of shortened season, like a whole bunch of shit going on.
Injuries.
I mean, we miss them every day.
Injuries, political
unrest.
Like
That's it. That's the show. That's Artemi's breadbasket for March 4th, 2021. The next game we've got is the Devils versus the Rangers.
On my birthday.
1 p.m. on George's birthday. Happy birthday to my bear, George. We miss Artemi every minute of the day. I hope he gets back soon. I hope he's back next week. We see his fucking beautiful hair flowing on the ice. And, yeah. That's it.
You so sexy Russian girl, прыгай в мой фургон танцпол. Drink shot, fireball, drink it ball. Dance all the night, guys, gangsta paradise.
I'm really into this song now. I can't wait till it's nice outside. I can just blast it on my radio.
Yeah. I want to get a Kalishnikov.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Green flag.
Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe there. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, rate and review there. Tell your friends, subscribe. God bless America and Russia.